Big Brother is heating up, and this show is finally getting to its peak level. The start of the season, kind of a little slow. Things were moving slow, but now we're getting great television. Now we're getting the competitors, the best competitors, really going at it. Going against each other. You got a guy like Devins who's in there just for the fuck of it. He's just in there to have fun. D, she won a mill already. These people are in here just to have fun, and Devins is never afraid to make a big move. So the hardest part about watching this show, in my opinion, though, is having to deal with the motherfuckers that watch the live feeds. Now, I'm somebody, I watch the shit on Paramount Plus. I have to wait. The shit comes out at 2 a.m., 1 a.m. So I'm watching Wednesday's episode on Thursday. Then I'm watching Thursday's episode on Friday. So I'm a little behind. And if you're an avid Twitter user like me, you see everybody discoursing about some shit that happened, about the power veto, about all the stuff that's happened on Monday. I'm like, yo, I just seen Sunday's episode. I'm ready to talk about what happened Sunday. You already know who won the power veto. Come on. But Yash winning HOH, big fan of Yash, rooting for him big time. And he's making big moves. He's doing exactly what needs to be done, because you look at D, Devins, Angela, people that haven't touched the block. They were cheering and dancing when Yash won HOH. I'm like, yo, come, what are we doing? Cheering, dancing, giddy as hell. We got another easy week. And I hate how much power America has given them. Angela, D, Devins, they all were voted to get the power. It's the survivor watchers. I can't trust y'all. So even with Yash doing, putting his nuts on the table, even with him saying icons going up, D, 5K ain't none to me. That shit's slight. I ain't accepting that. Even with him doing that, which I'm proud of him for, doing that. Somebody like me, I'd take the 5K. I probably would have took it. I'd be like, you good. I'll let you slide this time. He didn't take that. With him making this big move, it doesn't matter, because Devins is going to use his, power, because America gave him that shit. Mad as fuck about that, but still with Yash making this big move, I'm proud of him. I'm happy that he's taking the shots that need to be taken. And at the bare minimum, yeah, D's probably not going to go home. Devins is going to use that shit. It's a guarantee. He's going to use that shit on her. You get a pivotal power out the game. You expose how close the two are with each other. And Yash, you still are showing, I'm not afraid to make these big moves. And I like that about him in his game. I think he's somebody that has a shot to win this game. And we'll look back at this moment and be like, Yash was, doing shit. This is the turning point for him, I believe. And at the bare minimum, Haley, a bare minimum, a strong competitor is going to go home. A strong competitor is going to go home. Angela, she's going to be good, whoever she's sitting next to. She's not no fucking threat. She be hurting herself, falling in chairs and shit. She's no threat. And if you get D and Devins out the game, yeah, she's really fucked. She really has no game then. Besides being hella emotional and shit. So, Yash, this is a big week for him. Regardless of how it turns out, I think still made a big move. I'm pulling for him. A duo that I really fuck with, Yash and Taylor. That's my duo. I want to see them go to final two. Taylor, I think she's playing a really methodical game. The strategy is great. I know sometimes she be cooking motherfuckers with their gameplay, but I think she's playing it really smart. She's under the radar. Nobody's like, I want to target Taylor. They might say they don't like Taylor, Haley, but nobody's really like, I need her out the game. And she's playing smart. She's over there making the moves she needs to make, talking to the people she needs to talk to. She's doing really good. And her aligning with the big competitor like Kamu, I like that too. So Yash is the guy that's going to win the comps. Yash is somebody that's good with everybody too. Him and Devins have a good relationship. He's paired up with the right people. He hasn't touched the block since that week 1. And he's somebody, he's in alliances and joints with the right people. So I think that's a duo that could go far with each other. And then you're really a toss-up with who wins, depending on how the resume looks. Like Taylor won that one comp where it's, you got to convince somebody to take the poison and stuff. She killed that. So I think she could win a couple comps down the road. But her and Yash, that's my dream scenario for final 2. Dream scenario. I like Melody. I like Mallory. I like them. I don't like Barrett and Drew. I think Barrett, I don't know what his game is. He's just moving around, doing awkward shit, kissing D and shit. He's good with people, not a threat. I don't know if he could win a comp. I don't know if he wants to win a comp. Drew, social game only. He won a comp, but competition wasn't really that great around him. I think him and Drew, those are two people that are not going to be in the final two chairs. I see no path for them. Angela, no path. Angela, final three with D and Devins. That's the only path. So Yash and Taylor, I think that's my dream scenario. Melody and Mallory, back to that point, I was going off on a little tangent. But I think those two, they need to get with Taylor, Kamu, and them to get rid of the vets. I think I seen somebody say on Twitter that's what they were going to do. Yeah, be cool with D and Devins. And then when it's time to get rid of the ass, yeah, let's switch sides. When it's time to switch sides, let's switch sides. I think they're playing a really smart game, too, with their social game, going from being on the block every week to now being safe, being with the right people. So, yeah, Big Brother's heating up. Right now, like I said, I'm pulling for Yash. I'm pulling for Taylor. Lala, she's hashtag confused. I'll root for her. She's funny as hell. Anytime she's around Angela, she's like, hashtag confused. I think there's more to her gameplay. I mean, the whole confused shit, whatever, but she won a comp. She didn't get the target out she wanted, but Chuck, man, Chuck was terrible. Chuck was a brutal watch. He was a brother. Couldn't root for him, though. Just strictly off how he was moving. It's one thing to be a bad Big Brother player. It's another thing to be judging other people for being bad Big Brother players as you are a terrible player. I just can't get behind that. You are telling Lala, you're telling all these people, are you seriously doing this? Like, you have no strategy. You don't know what you're doing. As bro's doing nothing in the game. Nothing in the game. That is crazy to me. So we're getting peak television. I know it's going to happen. I know Devins is going to pull a D off the block. She's going to be popping her shit. She's going to be geeked and talking her shit to everybody. You know, Devins is going to throw somebody else on the block. It's going to be a big power move. They're going to be popping their shit. Hey, that power's gone, though. And D, your power don't mean shit. So y'all better win HOH. Y'all better win that next HOH. Because the icons, y'all ain't coasting like you wanted to before. And I don't think they should be. In what world are they 6 weeks in, barely finally touching the block? What world is that happen? Survivor winners. And what world does that happen? You know, D over there like, hey, yeah, they dumb. How dumb are they? Talking their shit. Oh, yeah, I'm good every week. Doing the wolf pack noises and shit. Nah. That shit's over with. Icons really got to lock in now. They were getting cocky. They were getting ahead of themselves. That's something you can never do in Big Brother. Having a time of their lives, chilling. Now when the shit's heating up, now they sitting up in their chair with the game console. Like you like the meme. They're sitting up. So excited to see what else happens with Big Brother. Those are just my initial thoughts on this past week. And the start of this week. Still pulling for Yash. I want to see this HOH week, pan out in some capacity for him. Somebody nice go home to add to his resume. But either way, this is still a big shot for me. This is still a big move that I will give him credit for. And I think just taking the shot, you got to get credit for. Not taking the 5K. So I know this whole week has been out of his control. I'm going to still give him credit for this week. And I know regardless of who goes home, he's going to be in his HOH dancing and shit with his headphones on. It's 3 a.m. Take your ass to bed, but he dancing and shit. So regardless, Yash did his big one. And the icons, they might get past this week. It's time. It's your time to lock in. That's my thoughts for this week of Big Brother. Let me know down below in the comments your thoughts and who are you rooting for, who you're pulling for to win. But that's all I got for today, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Peace. I said, oh, She-Hulk was a good show. I'm like, I was expecting motherfuckers to agree. And they're like, yeah, nobody.